because the outside world rejects you.
What's up, Turtle fans? Today we're going to take a deep dive into an interesting version of our leader in blue, Leonardo, from the 1997 live-action show Ninja Turtles: The Next Mutation. So the character of Leonardo in The Next Mutation doesn't go through too much. The show only lasted one season, but there are some things to talk about when looking at the character. The character in this iteration comes off as goofy and bratty at times.
I can't concentrate if you're gonna keep blabbing and blowing stuff up!
It's a strange departure from his by-the-book, Boy Scout, leader-like personality that we had gotten to know before and even after this version of Leonardo.
Getting close! It's the only way!
Although he still is the leader in this version, he just doesn't have that presence like he does in other versions. Now, at the time that they were making this show, this Leo does appear to be a continuation of the original Ninja Turtles movies trilogy Leonardo. He lives in the same train station that they found in Secret of the Ooze. There's comments throughout the episodes that suggest this as well, although other stuff that came after this that's considered by some to be in continuation with the original trilogy ignores the events that this Leo went through. Now, this Leonardo seems to remember before they were mutated. He recalls that there was a fifth turtle in the jar with them, which turns out to be Venus. While on the subject of Venus, this Leonardo, at least at the beginning of the series, appears to have a crush on Venus. He explains to her that him and the other turtles aren't really brothers and that she's not their sister, hinting at a future relationship, although it never came to materialize. But it definitely feels like a direction that they were eventually going to go. When the Turtles defeat the Shredder in the early episodes, Leonardo tells the Foot Clan the Foot is dead. Soon after, a new villain, Dragon Lord, arrived, and Leo doesn't think the Turtles can beat him. Leonardo keeps having dreams of a new way to defeat this Dragon Lord. A big tortoise talks to him in these dreams. After these dreams, during one of the first altercations with the Dragon Lord, Leo and Raph team up to fight him. They're almost killed in this encounter, but Donatello ends up saving them. At the end of this, Leo has an inner monologue about how the turtles are all different, but all different pieces to a bigger puzzle, and that the new way is the way of the turtle. This Leo, along with his brothers, is cloned at one point in the series. This is an evil clone, but it doesn't last very long and is defeated within the episode. Leonardo in this version also has the sibling rivalry with Raphael that he's known to have in different versions of the Ninja Turtles. It's not very serious in nature, as seriousness is not the direction this show took often, and simply involves Leo and Raph taking shots at each other from time to time, some shoving matches, they spar once while hashing something out, but there is an episode towards the tail end of the show that revolves all around their rivalry, Leo even getting so mad that he kicks Raphael across the room. In the same episode, Leo can be seen wearing the samurai outfit from the third Ninja Turtles movie. So in the beginning of the series, Splinter says Leonardo and his brothers are close to being 18. Splinter in the original movie says that they've been around for 15 years or so this is about 3 years later if you see it as in continuity. Mikey says this Leonardo is 170 pounds in one of the episodes. Also, Leonardo looks a little different than he did in the 1990s trilogy. One of the biggest differences is the headband. Instead of the traditional style TMNT mask, he has a pirate style bandana, which in some of the earlier promotions of the show looks like a neon yellow color. This might have turned out this way due to the blue screen technology they used for these segments, but I have seen it stated in areas on the internet that they thought about having his mask a new color, probably considering Venus was also going to be blue, and that this might be confusing. But whether true or not, they did end up sticking with the blue, although the blue looks a little darker than it did in the original movies. This Leonardo is wearing a leather color belt with a diagonal strap that has a little emblem on it with his initial, reminiscent of the buckle Leo has in the 1987 cartoon. His chest and midsection area is different than it was in the original movies. This design appears to have a busier look in this area when compared. The panels have a different wavy type shape and not the grid type design that was used in the trilogy. The shape of the face and the head also went back to a more rounded, traditional style Ninja Turtle shape as compared to the third movie, which had the shape of the heads have almost like pointy noses and elongated heads. Although the movement on the face of the next Mutation Leonardo seems a little stiff and doesn't move as fluid as any of the movies, even that third one. His knee and elbow pads are his trademark blue color in this version, and he wears wraps on his lower legs and forearms. Now, the turtle suits were done by the Kyoto brothers, who also did the Killer Clowns from Outer Space and Critters. Images of the turtle suits being created can be found on that old Ninja Turtles website. Now, if you look on Google Maps for Meltdown Comics and Collectibles, you can see images of the next Mutation Leonardo head. Also, if you look on yourprops.com, you can also see another head. This one says Next Mutation Screen Used Leonardo Head, fabrication by the Kyoto brothers and fully restored by Joe Petro Designs. This Leonardo was given one double-bladed sword instead of his regular two, although in certain episodes he is seen wielding a pair of swords. Old video of the double-bladed sword toy being premiered can be found online from the 1998 New York Toy Fair.
Finally, we've got Leonardo's Katana Sword. Starts out a single blade, turns into the deadly double-bladed sword.
Leonardo was played in the suit by actor Gabe Kuth. Gabe was also most recently known for playing the character Sneezy, or Mr. Clark, on the television show Once Upon a Time. Now, just like the movies, this Leonardo was voiced by somebody else, in this case, Michael Dobson. More recently, Dobson appeared in the movie Sausage Party as the character Queso. IMDb has Larry Lamb as a stunt double for Leonardo. Lamb was also a double in Secret of the Ooze and Ninja Turtles Part 3. And lastly, although I cannot confirm this, I'm pretty sure for the Ninja Turtles Power Rangers crossover with these turtles, I believe David Wald played Leonardo at some point. There is an uncredited stunts credit for him in the episode. Also, there's a picture of him online of him in the Leonardo suit. Speaking of the Power Rangers, this Leonardo seems to know about them way in advance before the crossover episode. In one of the Next Mutation episodes, he says, "We're ninja, not Power Rangers." And yes, one day he does meet them. It starts off with Leonardo and his brothers getting mind controlled by one of the Rangers' enemies. Mind controlled, they infiltrate the Rangers and take over their spaceship. Eventually the turtles get snapped out of it and help the Rangers defeat the enemy. And this Leo extends his hand out, finally earning the trust of the leader of the Rangers, the Red Ranger. At the end of the episode, Leo and his brothers and Venus can be seen as they jump down the Rangers' jump tubes and glide through space on one of the Power Rangers' galaxy gliders. One notable thing about this crossover is that Leonardo sounds different in the episode than he does in the Next Mutation show. It doesn't sound like the same voice actor. Now, this crossover episode happened in February of 1998. March of 1998 is when the Next Mutation show ended. The last thing Leonardo is seen doing is looking for Venus after the Rank have taken her. You find out that Venus was able to escape and get away from the Rank on her own, and Leo, along with his brothers and Venus, all run together back to the den. Now, apparently a second season was planned and this Leo would have eventually made a return, but it never came to fruition, and that was it for this Leonardo. Alright everyone, I hope you enjoyed this turtle profile on Leonardo from the Ninja Turtles The Next Mutation show. Probably safe to say it's not the best version of the character, but still a fun look as we go through all the iterations. So join us and stay tuned as we go on this journey. Check out some of the other turtle profiles I've done in the Turtle Profiles playlist. Very soon I will cover the other turtles from this live action show and more after. If you're new, go ahead and hit subscribe. You won't want to miss any of it. And if you enjoyed it, please hit that thumbs up button. Helps a lot with the channel. As always, I will see you in a little bit with another one. Take care, everyone. Hey Turtle fans, thanks for watching the video. Don't forget to follow me on all the social media platforms, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. It's a good way to stay in touch with the channel. And also if you want, go ahead and give the video a share on your social media platforms, Reddit, Twitter, all that stuff. And let's spread Turtle Mania to the world. Once again, thanks everyone for watching. It really does mean a lot.
Pizza dude's got 30 seconds.